Nolan Richardson is no longer on the Arkansas payroll, but to Mike Anderson, his advice was priceless in his first lap around the SEC.
To me, it's a great treasure to have a Hall of Fame coach right there that when I need to talk about something, I can.
He benefits from your advice. How often do you guys talk, and how often do you maybe pass on some advice to him?
Mike and I talk at least twice a day, every day for the last 22 years, you know. Mike is his own man, and the thing about Mike is that, you know, regardless of what we used to do, he has to make, you know, his instincts have to go to work.
Now, if anybody understands Anderson's plight, it's Richardson, who saw his former assistant survive plenty of adversity in his first season leading the Hogs. Anderson lost his best player, Marshawn Powell, back in November, and then had to lean on a roster chock full of underclassmen. Still the result, 18 wins.
I call him the miracle worker. You know, he lost one of his best players in the second game of the season. And to be able to come in and play with 8 guys just about in scholarship players and to win 17 games or 18 games is an incredible job.
They won 18 games, and I bet you if you ask someone, hey, without Marshawn Powell, a new freshman class, a new coach coming in, you know, what would this picture look like? And they play at times some pretty good basketball.
So the SEC basketball tournament, a broken record that's sure getting old in Fayetteville. For the 4th straight year, the Hogs are one and done. But for this program, it's not about streaks, it's about progress. And for Mike Anderson's young team, this tournament, just another step in the process of getting this program back to where they want to be.
Yeah, this is a part of the process. We go through ups and downs as a team. It's a young basketball team. It's our first year in the SEC, and as a team together with playing a lot of freshmen like that. And so I think next year we're going to be pretty ready, knowing what to expect and to come in and knowing Coach Anderson's system a little bit better.
What these guys have done this year, a new coach, new style of play, changing the culture, and I'm pretty demanding. These guys have done a tremendous job.
It's a process. This isn't an easy part of the process, but you know this is just part of the journey, right?
You're gonna have bumps in the road. You know, nobody just starts out winning. You know, you gotta take those bumps in the road to get better. You know, learn from your mistakes so you can get better to the next level. And I think once we get it down, you know, once we get that team chemistry, once we just get this system down packed, we're gonna shock a lot of people. We're gonna be ahead for a lot of people too.
The Hogs' backcourt of freshman stars B.J. Young and Mardrakus Wade is a solid foundation. But for Anderson to see his structure grow, he knows he must continue to haul in similar talent.
Being able to bring in some more kids, understand the system will be better. It'll be on a roll. I think he'll get on that kind of a roll that we did in the 90s. And you won't be able to walk in the Bud Walton Arena and be safe anymore. I think things will really change.
So optimism abounds among Pig Sooie Nation. A student has learned from his teacher and now is poised to carry out similar results in the coming seasons. In New Orleans at the SEC basketball tournament, Mike Neighbors for CST Tonight.